All right, everybody, welcome in. Welcome in. We are October 11th. We're moving along here at a breakneck speed. We still have the energy of the full moon in Aries to deal with, which feels kind of good if you're a fire sign or an air sign, or if you have some strong planets in Aries in your chart. Take a look at your birth chart. That'll help you understand how things affect you. If you don't know, I do have a class on understanding your birth chart, and there's a link in the description box below if that's something you'd like to take on board. All right, Voyage of the Heart. I got this one for myself this morning. Voyage of the Heart, stepping into power, unknown territory. So some of you will be asked to step up pretty soon. It's going to be coming from a place of your heart. All right. So there can be something that tugs at your heartstrings, something that makes you want to do something, something that makes you want to step outside of your normal daily round, want to put in energy, money, time, whatever it is, because this calling, it could be a calling, or it could be like a moment in time that says, I got to do something. I can't just sit around and watch this happening. I got to do something. All right. So be mindful of that. It's calling you into your power. Pay attention to whatever that is. 2 of Cups underneath. I see the 7 of Swords, and I see the 8 of Cups. So some of you, if you are suddenly seeing something in a relationship, it's like if you see something, say something. There's that. Doesn't have to be your relationship. Can be a friend. 4 of Wands, 6 of Pentacles, the Hierophant. It might be your relationship. 4 of Swords, Queen of Pentacles, and the Temperance card, the 3 of Pentacles, the Knight of Wands, King of Wands. This is Aries energy here, but Aries and Sag taking some action. There's definitely a feeling for me that you might be seeing something that's either a lie or something sneaky going on with another person, and it might be not in your relationship. It might be somebody else's relationship. Okay. And you're seeing them, out at a bar with somebody else who's not their wife or something like that. Whatever. That's just for some of you. Others of you are getting really in tune with how you speak your truth in relationships. How do I speak the truth to another person without crushing their self-confidence or without damaging the relationship? How can I be a more honest communicator in my commitments without letting myself down or without completely destroying any relationships? Those are 2 big ends of the spectrum. What's really being asked of you is sometimes you take the lead and sometimes you let somebody else take the lead. Sometimes you talk and you're the leader in a connection, and sometimes you sit back and allow others to shine. This is a healthy way of being, and it's possible because we have the 4 of Wands and the 4 of Swords and the 3 of Pentacles. There's a real emphasis here on how do I work together with another person or with a group of people in order to create joy and stability and happiness and fun. Some of you could also have lost your sense of trust. Okay. It's not about what's going on right now. It's about something that happened in the past. So you might have a very challenging relationship with trusting someone, either new or existing, because another person really broke your trust at one point. And it's time to understand and heal that. So what's happening here, the 4 of Wands and the 6 of Pentacles, a new situation is arising, a new relationship, a new opportunity. The 4 of Pentacles and the 4 of Wands and the 6 of Pentacles are about, okay, how do we live together in harmony? How do we work together in a balanced way? How do we do these things? And I like that you're like, some of you are really taking this commitment very seriously. It might still be brand new to you, but because of your past or because of what has happened, you might be extra sensitive to how things are starting up. So what I mean is, if in past job situations, you kind of were overly accommodating in the beginning and you ended up creating a situation for yourself where you were treated like a doormat, okay? You might be aware of that, and now you're going into a new position, and so you're going to do things differently based on what you've learned in the past. This could be a new relationship for you and a new commitment for you, and you are taking things slow rather than jumping in too quickly. All right, because I see this Knight of Wands here and the King of Wands. Things are moving forward. You could be dealing with a Taurus, a Sag, an Aries, or a Leo. So fire signs or a Taurus. And it does matter how you start. It's important to start how you aim to finish, or how you aim to be perceived. So this is very purposeful and also very deliberate. The Pentacles and the Taurus energy makes me feel like there's a deliberate strategy or path or structure that you're wanting to create. It comes from the heart. It comes from the feeling of, I do want this to work. I want this to work. It's not just that I want to have power and have somebody else not have power as sort of an overreaction to what happened in the past. This is more about, how do I create balance? How do I create a give and take? How do I do this in this relationship? How do I sometimes take the lead and sometimes let the other person lead? How do I do that? So I think this Four of Swords is about healing the ways of working together. Two of Swords, 10 of Pentacles, 3 of Cups, and the 4 of Pentacles. That's perfect example. So the 4 of Pentacles is really about holding back. All right. The 4 of Swords can be seen as that, like, I'm going inward. The 3 of Cups and the 2 of Swords, there's a sense here of, I want to be treated a certain way by another person. And I want to be treated in a way that's happy and joyful for me, like I said, about happiness, without it being codependent. I don't want that anymore. And so whatever I learned growing up, I'm going to be blocking that. I'm no longer going to be just unconsciously moving through this connection or through this new experience with my unconscious family's behavior. Okay. So definitely something that happened to you in the past is informing the future in a very conscious and open kind of way. Really nice energy here. I love it. And the King of Wands and the Knight of Wands, this does make me feel like you can and will take these actions, and you can and will be supported by the other person's actions. I feel like you might both be on the same page here. Really nice. So this unknown territory card to me says that you are, first of all, you're exactly where you need to be. Don't get anxious about this. Don't think you have to create a new human being in order to be in a happy relationship or be valued at your job. You don't. It's really just a matter of boundaries and understanding what you want to create and where you want to take it and how to work with people in a more productive kind of way. So what's the unknown territory about this? 3 of Wands, Page of Swords, 10 of Cups, Ace of Cups. I feel like you think that this could be it. This could be the right next thing for me. And there's almost a little bit of energy of, I don't want to mess this up. And I feel like when two people feel that way, there's a real shot. When you both are in the energy of, listen, this is important to me, and I'm going to purposefully move toward balance, commitment. I'm in alignment with you that I want this relationship to grow and flourish. And I'm not going to fall back into some of my old habits, and you aren't either. So since this is a new relationship of coming together, there's a lot of conversation here. There's a lot of talking. What do I want? What do you want? Some of it may not have become conscious to you yet. And that's why we learn in relationships. Relationships are such a incubator of our experience of what we want to create, that sometimes you don't know until you kind of trip over a thing, right? Like you've had that experience before. I like that the Queen of Pentacles is here, because this is, don't abandon your own self-healing, self-nurturing just because there's a new person. So whatever you've been doing to get yourself to the place of the voyage of the heart, whatever you've been doing, keep doing it. We don't abandon that just because we're now in a relationship. And I've seen that happen to a bunch of girlfriends of mine over the course of my life, that the minute a guy shows up, or the minute the relationship shows up, they kind of, all of it goes out the window. No more coming to yoga, no more doing this, no more doing that. It's just gone. And that's probably what's being learned here, at least by one of you, that I cannot, I'm aware now that doing that, that pitching out all of my codependent behaviors, or pitching out the behaviors of that I have deliberately created to balance myself and be healthy, to just get rid of that is the most unhealthy thing to do in this. So I like the King of Wands here. I like that there's this opportunity for balance and for commitment. It does seem like it kind of comes a little fast, even though this Queen of Pentacles is the timing card. If you take my tarot class, you know that. The Queen of Pentacles here is about sticking with the program. Stay with your program. Stay doing your meditations. When a new person shows up in your life, regardless of the intention on either side, and in, the most kind, loving people on both sides of this, it can throw you a little out of balance because there's new energy around you. It's totally normal. Okay. It's totally normal. And this is really just about being a deliberate creator of positive, powerful, energetic relationships moving forward. Being a deliberate creator. And that might be something that is unknown to you. So how you kind of harness the energy of being a deliberate creator is being present in the moment. When you feel yourself slipping into old habits, or, I don't have to work out this week. I just want to spend as much time as I can with this person. It doesn't serve you down the road, doesn't serve your health for sure, but it also doesn't serve you, that you're kind of throwing over your old life for something that isn't really even established yet. So don't throw yourself over thinking that we're going to go from 0 to 60 in this relationship and that I will not be impacted by that. You will be. You will be impacted by that in the sense that you will feel upended if anything goes, if there's any kind of display of something that you feel is, like there's an a red flag or something like that, that's going to knock you all kinds of which ways. So stay in the Queen of Pentacles energy, stay grounded, allow the new thing to come in, let this happen and unfold in a way that you are still your sovereign person, having a life that's independent of this connection, and so are they. And how you integrate your lives and how you move forward into determining whether you're going to stay with this person for a long time. Give yourself the opportunity to just see. You don't have to know right away. You're trying this on for size. Okay? You're trying on new shoes. So you don't have to go, I'm going to wear these for the rest of my life right now. This is too early in the game. All right, so I will continue on. I'm going to look at fire signs and Taurus. I'll give you some information about those signs if you're dealing with those people, or if they might be your signs too. All right, link is below for you guys. I'll see you over there. If you're part of Pathfinders, let's just keep going. All right, I hope you enjoyed that video. If it was helpful to you, please consider liking this video and sharing it with anybody who might have a need for similar kind of information. And if you like this video, check out these videos.